Long time no see, ladies and gentlemen. With the conclusion of the Granblue Fantasy beta a couple weeks ago, and the feeling of hunger that it left us after it ended, I've decided to sit down and create some videos regarding the characters that were in the beta. Gran, Catalina, Charlotta, Lancelot, and Fairy. I wanted to give short explanations and overviews of each character in the beta, collaborating with other Granblue Fantasy Versus enthusiasts and giving you guys a short rundown of each character that were in the beta. Now I would like to do this more often with other characters that come out in the future, so expect more of these when more characters come out. I'm really hoping for Narmaya or Ilsa. Please. Do it. I'll even take Vasaraga, that guy's badass. I also wanted to elaborate on the fact that these are not character guides. They don't go over the specific moves or properties of those moves. This is a video where it explains the character archetype, whether the character's for you, and of course an impression of how the character matched up versus other characters. And with that being said, let's go over our first character in this list is going to be Gran. Gran is arguably one of the most basic Shoto-like characters in the beta. If you're not familiar with what a Shoto is, it goes all the way back to the days of Street Fighter 2, where the main character Ryu coined this archetype by having a very basic moveset. He had a fireball, a kick special move, in his case it was a Tatsumaki tornado kick, and his uppercut slash reversal, his Shoryuken, aka a dragon punch. Ever since then, that archetype has seen so many different variations in different games. You can usually look at a character roster when you're picking up a character and pick out who exactly the Shoto is of that roster. But just because he's a Shoto doesn't mean he's bad. In fact, that can be a very, very good thing. Having a basic simple moveset can be good in its own regard. While some characters you have to focus heavily on that specific character and their gimmicks and their properties, a character with a simple moveset like Gran can help you focus more on the actual game mechanics, further strengthening your knowledge of the actual game. And no other term explains this better than the word Shoto. So now that you know what a Shoto is, let's get into his actual moveset. His normals aren't exactly the greatest, but they do get the job done. Some notable buttons that he has are his JA, his FAR 5C, and his 2D. His JA is incredibly active and can be a great tool for air-to-airing or even jump-ins, coming in as the second best JA in the beta. His FAR 5C may look like it has little range and looks stubby, but that's only from a surface level, so don't be deceived, because this button has a lot of active frames, and the actual animation does not match up to what that button actually has in terms of range, meaning that that button actually has a bigger hitbox than what the animation says it does. This button is utilized very well when whiff punishing and corner combos to get great damage. His 2D, also known as his sweep, was the only sweep in the beta that could low profile certain mid moves. Being as it was a special cancelable, low hitting, decently ranged and low profiling move, it was good to throw out this normal to keep the opponent in check and see if they're blocking their toes. Overall, he's got some pretty good normals that can actually get the job done, but still lacks in range when it comes to the rest of the cast. Other than that, his special moves are all pretty standard. His special moves consist of a fireball, a kicking special move that moves him forward, and a uppercut move, which is his reversal as well. But his most unique special move that he has is actually his unique skill. The closest thing that I can draw a parallel to in regards to this move is from Smash Brothers. Similarly to Donkey Kong, where he charges up his punch and can store it for a fatal blow, Gran can also do the exact same thing. Gran can charge up his unique skill for up to a level 5, depending on how long you hold it. And depending on the level of the slash, it can gain new properties and attributes, such as invincibility, wall bounce attributes, all that good stuff. Adding on to that, he can also store it just like Donkey Kong can, and unleash it at a later time when the situation calls for it. With that being said, Gran is also a very high damaging character. His special moves do a great deal of damage, especially when you put them together in a combo. Out of all the characters that I played and played against, Gran definitely did the most damage. He's not the only one, but he's definitely the one that can get it the most consistently, especially when he's in the corner. Gran definitely has quite a few weaknesses. We actually discussed one earlier in the video, which is of course his range, and the fact that he can get zoned out by most of the cast with characters with better normals, better pokes, and better zoning tools. In the beta in particular, Fairy was definitely a very hard matchup for Gran, and characters like Catalina, mostly because she has a very similar moveset to Gran, however she does have better normals, which can really spell a bad time for Gran players. But if he did get that hit and he hit you in the corner, prepare to hurt, because he's gonna make you hurt. Gran is the character for you if you like, of course, main characters, a very basic moveset, and if you want to just do a lot of damage. Some notable players to look out for, at least the ones that were playing during the beta, was Hook Gang God. Now I don't know if he's going to stick with Gran or if he's going to pick up another character if more characters come in the future. However, he was playing during that time, so keep an eye out for him. In conclusion, the character is very good, having a good set of moves and normals. However, I will say this, with the potential that he has from the mobile game, I wish they could have given him a little bit more of a unique moveset that can accommodate his job system in the Mobage. I haven't really played the Mobage all that much, but from what people have been telling me and start theorizing all these different things that Gran can do in the mobile game, it makes me start to think that this is not going to be the only version of Gran that's playable. We got Brawler Gran, Ninja Gran, possibly Paladin Gran, Taco Bell Worker Gran, Kmart Associate Manager Gran. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of Grans, I bet. And let me tell you, out of all the characters, I think Gran can possibly get the Goku treatment. But tell me what you guys think of Gran. Gran definitely is the main character of this game, and he does suffer from the main character syndrome, having a very main character toolset, very main character game plan, and probably a main character attitude too. But I will say this, he has a dragon. No, not that one. This one. Like I said, let me know what you guys think of Gran, if you guys are going to pick up the character or if you're going to be picking up another character. Let me know in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel for more overview videos just like this one. Like the video if you guys did, it'll really help me out. See if you guys like these kind of videos, and also follow me on Twitter if you guys want to do any other recommendations or just keep up with me or the channel. Take care everybody, we'll see you guys in the next overview video.